In a world where science and magic intertwined, and faith in nature shaped the art of healing, medieval medicine was born. Bird feathers, camphor oil, the bitterness of bile, and the ashes of burnt herbs, each carried not only curative power but the whisper of mystery and hope. Step into a time when healing was both ritual and revelation. 1. Bird feathers, the soft touch of healing. In the dimly lit infirmaries of medieval castles and convents, bird feathers were not merely ornamental, they served as a delicate, almost mystical medium for healing. Soft, light, and downy, each feather seemed to carry the weightlessness of flight and the gentle whisper of the sky. Healers used feathers in poultices, placing them on wounds or wrapping them in gauze to apply pressure without abrasion. The feather's tactile elegance, its airy texture, the way it brushed softly against skin, was believed to carry a soothing energy, calming pain and preventing scarring. Some accounts suggest that rare feathers, such as those of swans or herons, were specially collected and consecrated under moonlight, their medicinal qualities intertwined with ritual and superstition. Patients described a strange comfort in the feather's touch, as if the body itself responded to the gentle caress of the sky brought to earth. Medieval people saw in the feather not merely a tool, but a bridge between the natural and the spiritual, a symbol of care and subtle power, offering an almost poetic reminder that healing could be tender, light, and imbued with unseen forces. 2. Camphor oil, the aromatic guardian. Camphor oil, distilled from the heartwood of ancient Asian trees, traveled across continents to reach the apothecaries of medieval Europe, carrying with it the scent of distant lands and untamed forests. Clear and viscous, with a penetrating aroma that stung the senses, camphor oil was applied to inflamed skin, wounds, and respiratory ailments, its scent thought to cleanse the body and the air itself. The medieval apothecary treated it with reverence, sometimes blending it with oils and resins, chanting softly to imbue the mixture with potency. Its application was almost ritualistic, the cold touch against the skin, the sudden burst of its sharp, camphoraceous smell, and the slow warmth that followed created a sensation both alarming and comforting. Legend spoke of camphor as a gift from faraway lands, brought by wandering merchants who whispered of its magical properties, protecting the body against unseen forces of disease. For the medieval patient, camphor oil was both shield and tonic, a tangible link to distant mysteries, embodying the human desire to draw protection and vitality from the exotic, the fragrant, and the arcane forces of the world. 3. Sage infusions, the whisper of wisdom. In the dim glow of medieval kitchens and apothecaries, sage leaves released an earthy, slightly peppery aroma, curling upward in gentle wisps that seemed almost to whisper secrets of the past. Healers brewed the leaves into steaming infusions, their amber-brown liquid glinting in candlelight, to treat sore throats, coughs, fevers, and digestive ailments. Sage was believed not only to cleanse the body but also to sharpen the mind, bridging the physical and spiritual realms. Ancient manuscripts hinted at secret preparations, suggesting that leaves gathered at dawn under a particular constellation were imbued with heightened potency. Patients inhaled the fragrant steam, feeling a warmth that spread from throat to chest, accompanied by a calm sense of clarity and comfort. Tales of miraculous recoveries circulated, a peasant cured of persistent fevers, a scholar restored to vocal strength before an important sermon, a child soothed from the pangs of digestive distress. Sage became a symbol of wisdom and vigilance, a reminder that nature's gifts could sustain both body and intellect, and that the hidden potency of a simple herb could turn the mundane act of brewing a tea into a sacred ritual of healing. 4. Grape juice, the ruby elixir. The rich, dark crimson of freshly pressed grape juice gleamed in wooden cups and earthenware bowls across medieval Europe, a liquid imbued with the essence of summer vineyards. Its taste was both sweet and tart, a complex interplay that lingered on the tongue, while its scent carried faint undertones of earth, sun-warmed vines, and the faint perfume of wildflowers. Physicians recommended grape juice for digestive health, heart ailments, and as a restorative tonic for those weakened by illness. Monks often fermented small batches for medicinal purposes, carefully observing the liquid for its clarity and aroma, believing that the spirits of the sun and soil imbued it with vitality. To drink grape juice was to consume not merely sugar and liquid but a concentrated essence of life itself, a symbol of nature's abundance and generosity. Patients described renewed vigor after regular consumption, strength returning to weakened limbs, fevers abating, and the body feeling enlivened from within. In a time when disease and malnutrition were constant threats, grape juice represented both nourishment and ritual, a ruby elixir that transformed humble fruit into a tangible promise of sustenance and resilience. 5. Animal bile, the bitter secret. In the shadowed corners of medieval apothecaries, vials of animal bile, yellow-green and thick, exuded a sharp, bitter aroma that spoke of the visceral reality of life and survival. Extracted carefully from oxen, cows, and sometimes more exotic creatures, the bile was used to treat skin infections, wounds, and even snake bites, harnessing its perceived purifying properties. Healers believed that the essence of a strong, living creature could transfer vitality and defense to the human body, an almost alchemical transference of life force. The application of bile was no gentle affair, its sting against irritated skin was intense, leaving a memory of bitterness that lingered, a tactile reminder of both danger and protection. Secret recipes passed from master to apprentice described combining bile with rare herbs, blending skill, patience, and superstition to ensure the medicine's effectiveness. Those who endured its pungent, biting touch often found relief from ailments that had resisted simpler remedies, a testament to the courage required in the pursuit of healing. Animal bile, with its dual nature of revulsion and efficacy, became a symbol of humanity's willingness to confront the raw, sometimes grotesque forces of nature to secure survival in a world fraught with disease. 6. Birch tar, the resinous shield. From the heart of northern forests, birch tar was harvested as a dark, viscous liquid that carried with it the scent of smoke, resin, and wild woods. Its texture was sticky and thick, clinging to skin and instruments alike, while its aroma evoked the dense, damp undergrowth of untouched forests. Medieval healers prized birch tar for its antiseptic qualities, using it to treat wounds, infections, and skin diseases. Beyond its practical use, it was believed to embody the resilience and strength of the birch tree itself, offering protection and fortitude to those who applied it. In remote villages, tar was prepared with ceremony, slowly distilled in earthen pots over smoldering embers, sometimes accompanied by whispered charms to enhance its potency. Patients described the strange sensation of warmth and sting as tar was rubbed onto cuts or sores, a reminder that healing often required both endurance and faith. Birch tar became more than medicine, it was a tactile link to the forest, a living embodiment of nature's hidden power, and a symbol of human ingenuity, turning a dark, pungent resin into a shield against the ever-present threats of infection and decay. 7. Dragon's blood, the crimson potion. Among the shelves of apothecaries, the resin known as dragon's blood glowed a deep, almost mystical red, thick and sticky like molten ruby. Its scent, a heady mix of smoke, earth, and faint sweetness, was intoxicating and mysterious, invoking awe and trepidation. Believed to have been collected from mythical trees blessed by dragons or protected by unseen forces, the resin was crushed, powdered, and used to staunch bleeding, heal wounds, and even treat respiratory ailments. In some secret recipes, the resin was mixed with wine or oils, sometimes heated over sacred fires while incantations were murmured to awaken its latent power. Patients who received dragon's blood remedies often felt an almost magical surge of vitality, the crimson liquid symbolizing not just healing but the channeling of extraordinary, unseen forces. Legend spoke of warriors and monks whose lives were preserved by its application, as though the power of dragons themselves flowed into the mortal body. In the medieval imagination, dragon's blood was a bridge between reality and myth, medicine and magic, a reminder that the human quest for survival was inseparable from the mysteries, wonders, and fears of the natural and supernatural worlds. 8. Ash of burned herbs, the silent guardian. In small, smoky kitchens and infirmaries, herbs were burned until they became ash, fine, gray, and powdery, carrying a delicate, lingering scent of smoke and charred greenery. The ash was then sprinkled on wounds, mixed with oils, or made into poultices, believed to purify, protect, and draw out infection. Beyond its tangible antiseptic qualities, the ash symbolized the cycle of life, the transformation of living plants into a silent, potent guardian. Some chroniclers described secret practices in which the herbs were burned at particular times of day or under certain celestial alignments to enhance their protective powers. Patients felt an almost mystical reassurance when the fine ash touched their skin, its soft grit a reminder of the invisible shield it provided. Stories circulated of minor wounds sealed, infections staved off, and lives quietly preserved, all thanks to this humble, unassuming powder. Ash became more than a remedy, it was a symbol of the wisdom found in transformation, the quiet resilience of nature, and the delicate interplay between decay and healing that defined medieval medicine.